You have the right to remain silent. Drop your weapon now.
Hey, what's up, Grimo? Yeah, I'm just, taking a break from Shiva. Not having the police tackle definitely does help. That move is just free get hit card. It's great for bossing, but it feels kind of useless when you use it any other time. It's this like haymaker. I wish her aerial was not a projectile. I wish it was a melee move. Too weird to use. I wish this character could run. I wish they all could run. Why can't all of them run? Go faster. I don't like slow pokes in any game. I like it going really fast, not going slow. You have to rely on the jump punch to like get anywhere. She's too slow. I wish she didn't have those grenades, just had like a dive kick or something. Oh yeah, Shiva's beautiful. Great character. That's what I don't like. I hate having to place the grenade. Just like dive punch or something. I hate that grenade. Other alternate one is just another grenade, which sucks. Hitbox is too small on it. Just feels clunky to use. I'd rather just have full melee. I don't like the star special either. It takes too long to come out. Not really. Too slow. Character is too slow. Can you move faster? Just add more fast characters. There's enough slow characters in this game. It just takes too long to get around, and the moveset's weird. I don't like the grenades. Why can't she, like, dive punch or stomp or something? I'm disappointed that both the air specials are that stupid grenade. It's so hard to use. I've had all I can take of that. It's driving me nuts. The character's just way too slow. I wish they were all as fast as Shiva. Every character. Every character that fast and responsive. Just add 10 copies of Shiva.
Power slide. Body slide. Power slide. Thunder attack. Power slide. 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 Body slam.
I love getting jabbed out because I'm too fucking slow. Stop adding slow characters.
Power slide. Power
Everybody should be able to run.
Yeah. Power slide. Yeah.
He's tolerable at least. He can get around faster. Still too slow.
Power slide. Power slide.
Glad when I played Punishing Grey Raven today and I got that guy with the greatsword who's actually fast. He's not slow. Like, wow, that's revolutionary.
Power slide.
Should all be like that. Playing slow characters is just always awful. They're not fun. It's like you're fighting their slowness instead of the actual enemies.
Power slide. Body slam.
At least Max is pretty fun. He's pretty mobile.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Body slam. Yeah. Yeah. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Yeah. Yeah. Tackle. Power. Power slide. Yeah. Power slide. Yeah. Power. Power slide. Yeah. Power slide. Body slam. Power slide. Power slide.
I can't stand them. I don't know how people stand it.
Power slide. Power slide.
They suck to control.
Power slide. Power slide.
They're usually terrible too.
Power slide.
The fast characters are usually like
Power
leaps and
slide.
bounds better.
Power slide.
Almost every game I've played, slow characters suck. I don't know how people stand playing as them. Torture.
Body slam. Power slide. Under. Right. Body slam. Power slide. Under. Right. Under tackle. Body slam. Under. Right.
At least Max can get around the screen pretty fast. He doesn't feel too crippled by how slow he is. Estelle, on the other hand, is just like not fun for me to play. Kinda wish with these characters they'd just been like, okay, we know everybody hates that you can't run, so all these characters can run, or at least dash. I'm just a broken record at this point. Everybody feels that way.
Power slide.
Still a great game.
Yeah. Under tackle. Power slide. Power slide. Under tackle. Under tackle. Power slide. Under tackle. Yeah. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Yeah. Power slide. 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 Power slide.
This is probably the only grappler in any game I've ever enjoyed playing. They did a really good job with him.
Power slide. Body slam.
Doesn't feel completely handicapped because he's slow. He's actually faster than a lot of the other slow characters. Well, that's how he's always been, though. Max in Streets of Rage 2 is like one of the only times where the slowest character was the fastest. Both in terms of clear times and just traversal. It's cool that they kind of kept that design. He's slow at first glance, but he can really move around the screen fast.
Power slide. Power slide. Body slam. Power slide. Thunder tackle. Power slide. 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 Body slam. Power slide. Thunder tackle. Body slam. Power slide. Power slide. Thunder strike. Body slam. Thunder tackle.
I don't know, liking 2 out of 3 DLC characters is not bad. Two-thirds of them I enjoy. It's just one I don't like. It's not bad. I do have to please a lot of people with the 3 characters, which is not easy. And I got what I wanted with Shiva, so if I like any of the other ones at all, it's a pretty good deal in my book. Max is actually really fun in this game. It only feels a lot easier to use than 2. It has a lot more tools at its disposal. You still get around really fast.
Thunder tackle. Power slide. Power slide.
They made me actually enjoy playing as a grappler, so that's an accomplishment. Usually slow characters, especially in beat-em-ups, are usually awful.
Power slide.
I would have rather had Skate over her, honestly. I just don't like playing as that character. Can't like them all, though.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
I'll have to watch some videos on Estelle. See what people have come up with. That might make me like her more.
Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power. Power.
I like how I get beaten by that because the input read. I hate these fuckers.
Power slide. 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 Body slap. Thunder tackle. Power slide. Power slide. Thunder. Power slide. Thunder tackle. Power slide. Power slide.
You know who I want in this game? I'll show you exactly who I want in this game. If they continue to do stuff for it. I'll show you. There's one character I really wanted. I would have way preferred over Estelle. He's in here somewhere. This guy. I want to play as him. He looks fucking cool. I wish he had made it in. That would have been like a perfect character for me. I think this was the, yeah, this guy. I want him. I definitely don't like... Wish they had not given Axel the beard, either. It makes him look like a hobo. I think the beard is the worst thing about his redesign, especially the fact that the sprite doesn't make him look like he's bulky, but then they kind of subtly fixed that. Obviously they're not going to redraw the sprite, but you can see here, yeah, he actually still is buff. It's just the way the sprite is drawn, he looks like he's chunky. I don't know, I don't like the beard either. There's actually mods to get rid of the beard. I don't think they work anymore because of the patch, but that was something that somebody did. They actually redrew like every frame of animation to get rid of his beard. It's like, I don't mind the beard that much. I mean, I'm not really a fan of it. It makes it look like he doesn't have a face. That's what's awkward about it, the way it's drawn. I like everybody else's redesign. It's just Axel's redesign I'm really not a fan of. And imagine if Abadid was in this game with armor. I wish Hakuo came back too. I definitely like the... I don't know, that concept of the biker doesn't really look that great either. He looks too bulky. Big Ben redesign is like perfect. So is Raven's. Susie as well. Hakuyo coming back would have been cool too. I like his redesign there. I hate that enemy on the left with the passion. I can't stand that enemy. That enemy's sole purpose is to just annoy you. Goro is one of the coolest characters they added. This guy at the Pompadour looks pretty cool. They did a good job on them too. Not a fan of this design either. They do not look threatening at all, but they are because of that super armor tackle thing they do. I think he looks cool. I think people like a little bit too harsh in their designs. No, they're not as cool as Mr. X, but that's like kind of the whole point. They're trying to carry on a crime lord's legacy, and they're basically kids. I do think they look a little bit too similar. Maybe if they had made them look a little bit more different. Kind of like the final boss fight kind of like reinforces they're not really supposed to be like strong fighters. Kind of like supposed to be like behind the scenes, pulling the strings and everything. Miss Y is a pretty competent boss fight. Mr. Y, he doesn't really put up much of a fight. But the fact that he's got that big-ass octopus robot kind of proves that. Oh boy, here's everyone's favorite right here. The cursed level designed to end your run. The run killer is right there. Oh wow, that's awesome. I really like that. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. I like this too. Like how I think they drew this to prove that Axel is not chunky. It's just the way the sprite is drawn. Like his chest and his torso is like really wide, so it makes it seem like he's chunky and he's gained weight, but he actually hasn't. I think it's just a combination of that and the beard that makes him look like a hobo. I think that's actually the worst redesign they did. Everybody else, I think, they did a really good job with them. Everybody's got a lot of identity in this game.
Shiva.
Ugh. Of course, guys are the perfect distance. I hate these enemies too. Just annoying. Hate how fast that kick comes out. It's like instant. And then when you're on them on Wake Up, they do that armored headbutt. Would you die, please? Of course, pinpoint accuracy. Fuck you, Donovan. I think the Streets of Rage legacy would be fine if Donovan stayed back in 1994. I don't think anybody would object to him being gone. As important as he is, Donovan being gone would probably be a mental health improvement for everybody who plays this game. That's the thing about spamming the kick. I think people overstate how broken the kick is, and it's like Donovan is like the most common enemy, and you're not perfectly past him, he will kick you every time. Without fail, as long as you're anywhere near him. You have to be a little bit more careful around him when you're doing the kick. Especially if you've got a lot of green health. It's a pretty big gamble that you're going to lose almost every time. You're counted as in the air when you do it, so that's why he's able to do his uppercut. That didn't go as well as it should have. I'm just doing level select because I'm gonna go to bed soon. I just felt like playing for a bit. Mania Plus is, I think, people have been clearing it in around an hour and a half. That's like a little bit too long for me. I want to get sub-hour in arcade mode on Mania. I want to do that at some point, but I don't know when that will be. I'm definitely capable of doing it. It's just a matter of actually sitting down and doing the attempts. There hasn't really been anybody doing, no one's really been doing speedruns in the community at all right now. Obviously the game got shaken up quite a bit, with all the new moves and stuff. No one's really been doing any speedruns. Past couple days, everybody's been unlocking moves, and everybody's been addicted to survival mode. There's one other person that's been speedrunning with Shiva, but they are playing on easy. I'm like the only one I know of that's doing it on Mania. Been watching a lot of the streams and stuff. Not a lot going on, but it's probably going to be a while before we start seeing speedruns for this. And obviously, I had the experience from being in the beta. My last run was like 104.18 or something. And I had some pretty bad gameplay in the second half. You know, I can probably get at least to like an hour. But I'm pretty terrible at routing and beat-em-ups, so I kind of just roll with whatever the game gives me. You know why they took out the quick transition into Diva? No, I don't. I was given like almost no patch notes. I also came in really late. You know, I influenced some changes with Cherry and Shiva. That was all I really did. I came into it really late, and that was just because I have a connection with the developer from the last game they made. Not much else to say other than that. I was never really given detailed patch notes. The patch notes they put out don't even have all the changes. No, the thing that makes this stuff a nightmare is certification on consoles. It's a nightmare to get stuff certified, and if there's any problem, it has to get resubmitted, which is why you can't play the DLC on the Switch right now. There was a problem on Nintendo's end, and they had to send it back into cert, which can take like over a week. Which really sucks for the Switch players. I mean, this and Fight and Rage and Ninja Warriors, those are like the holy trinity of beat-em-ups. But, unfortunately, consoles are a real nightmare to work with compared to PC, where, you know, if they need to change like one letter in a line of code, they can just do it instantly. Whereas on console, it's this whole big thing. So, generally with game patches that are going to be on console, there comes a point where they have to be locked in because they have to submit it to the companies and they have to do their certification and stuff. In other words, if they do continue to support this game, it's probably... They seem bent on putting it on everything at once, whereas a lot of the other indie games, they actually do it differently. Most popular example would probably be stuff like Dead Cells and Risk of Rain 2. Those games always get the updates on PC first, because it doesn't cost anything, and there's no certification. You know, they can update the game like 10 times in an hour if they want to. But these guys, bless their hearts, they want to put everything on console at the same time, so it makes it a lot harder to do patches. Maybe, I mean, I don't know anything about this myself, but maybe they're gonna do like a beta, a public beta branch on here to like address the issues and the bugs and stuff. And then once they finalize what they want to actually change and nerf and buff or whatever, then maybe they'll submit it to console. I will actually suggest that to them. That might be a way to get fixes into people's hands faster. Especially since the Switch crowd has to wait. Which sucks for me too, because I had a friend of mine sent me like $20 to get the DLC for the Japanese version, because that's where all my saves is. My save is on there because it came out a day early on the Japanese eShop, back when the game released. So I bought it on there because I had other stuff to do and I wanted to play it. I had my kitty-sitting job and stuff, so I played it over there. But I also have the limited run version of the game, so I contacted .emu's, their content creator email, and they hooked me up with a code. So I've been playing the DLC on Switch for the past couple days, but it sucks. Yeah, I will suggest that to them. I mean, they're getting a lot of bug reports, and people want more tweaks to be done. I think that would be the best way to do it. It definitely does suck when, you know, you play an indie game and it takes like a month to get a patch. But I don't know. That's just how consoles work. It's one of the many benefits to gaming on PC, is you don't ever have to worry about that.
I don't need weapons. I am the weapon.
Well, yeah, I think people don't understand that. These people want to put everything on every platform at once, and that makes things a lot harder. On the other hand, if you wait for patches like this, like it's very common for indie games to make the console players wait. You generally get the better version of the patch anyway. Because if it's like a major update, there's always going to be bugs. Weird stuff wrong with it. Whereas by the time they submit it to certification for consoles, it's already been... all that stuff's been ironed out. Yeah, if you're a content creator, you can contact them for a key, and the key will work. It's the eShop, the way that the game tries to find the DLC, that's what's not working. There's nothing wrong with the game itself. Like I said, it's a bitch and a half to like patch anything on console. There's no right way to do it. I mean, it sucks when console players have to wait like 2 or 3 months or whatever for a patch, for like a major update to an indie game or something, but you generally get the better version of it anyway. Dead Cells is a very common example. They take a long time to get those out on. They take a long time to get those out on console whenever they do like a major update. But Dead Cells updates, I don't really like that game much, but they always end up doing a ton of hot fixes. You're spared from hotfix hell when you game on console. When you game on PC, sometimes games get patched like 5 times a day, and it can get really annoying. But that's because it doesn't cost them anything to do that. I got 3 extends for that combo. That's beautiful right there. That was a good run. Eight lives. Obvious S rank. Yep. Let's take a screenshot of that. But yeah, that's why it's hard for them to act on bugs and stuff, especially when they're committed to putting it on everything at once, which is a nightmare to do. That's why on console they have to do like big patches, whereas like on on PC they can do like hot fixes. I definitely have some games that get hot fixed like every day, and it's legit annoying. But at the same time, it's a blessing because they can fix things instantly if they're aware of it, and they can fix whatever's wrong in the code. Then they can fix it without any bullshit. But unfortunately, consoles are a real pain to work with. I think Nintendo was like the worst one. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's like I think it's pretty late in France right now, but when Jordy is awake, whenever I catch him next, I'll tell him maybe he should do like a public beta branch and just get changes out to people faster, and then they can have more of a query from more people instead of just a couple people that were beta testing. Uh, they can fix everything, and they can do things piecemeal, and then once they feel like it's in a good state, then they can push it to consoles. That's a bummer. That's just the reality of being an indie dev that's putting your stuff on console. That's why some of them don't bother, but it's kind of gotten to the point where the Switch install base is way more accepting of indie games that don't have like quadruple A graphics and stuff. Nintendo fans can be really toxic and have a little bit too much corporation worship going on, but they tend to have pretty good taste in games. So it's getting harder for the indie market to really ignore the Switch. It's a nightmare for a number of reasons. The Switch is underpowered. I mean, we've definitely had a couple indie games on there that can't even run on it. And then like if there's any problem like what's going on with the Switch DLC for Streets of Rage 4, it's a nightmare, and people blame you for it when it's not your fault. It's not their fault that the eShop's all messed up, but they have to take responsibility for it, which really sucks. They should have charged more for it, but I think the reason they didn't is because there's so many games that I like to call them fake sales. The base game is like under $10, but then there's like $300 of DLC. They didn't want to put out a DLC that's the price of the game when it's on sale, which is smart when you think about it. They definitely should have charged more, but that shit can be a really big turn off to people. A good example is fighting games. The Tekken 7 will be like $10, but then it has like $80 of DLC. So, especially in something like a fighting game where you pretty much need those characters if you're intending on even remotely playing it seriously. It's like the base game being $10 is just like a fake sale. Oh, I think they were trying to avoid that. So that's definitely a problem in the digital age of selling games. The bullshit sales like that, like Dragon Ball Fighters will be like $5 every month, but then it's got like a full AAA game price of DLC. So if you just pay the $5, you're getting like half of the game pretty much. And then if you're trying to play competitively, you need to be able to train against those characters and use them yourself. It was a good move, but I definitely feel like they could have charged a couple more dollars for it. Regardless of whether you like all the characters or not, the the value of that DLC can't be underestimated. That's a fucking massive value. A whole new game mode. Actually, two new game modes, four new characters, a bunch of balance changes, new moves for everybody. I mean, I've definitely bought AAA DLC or AA DLC that's way worse than that. But it's nice that they had the foresight to realize that a lot of other publishers do that bullshit where the base game costs nothing, but then the DLC is not on sale, or the DLC is like 20% off, which doesn't make a dent in it. Let's pull up an example right now. Let's see what's on sale right now. Let me load up. What's that site called? can't remember what that site's called. Oh, GG Deals. Let me pull this up really quick. Change scenes here. The Dragon Ball Fighters is $9 right now, but then look at the DLC. Actually, there's more of it down here. If you buy the passes, it's like on sale right now. It's gonna run you about $50. So the fact that it's $9 means nothing. You're still paying full price, full AAA price. Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus never goes on sale, which is one of the reasons why that game is a wasteland. The first reason is the shit netcode, obviously, but the fact that it's never on sale doesn't help. Yeah, so I think this is what they were trying to avoid with Streets of Rage 4. They don't want to have like $20 DLC for a game that's $15 on sale. So basically paying more than the game's price. Well, this is a pretty extreme example though, because fighting games have it the worst when they do stuff like this. Because you're depending on how much support the game has, you're getting like half of the game or less. Look at all the characters they've added to this game over its lifespan. They've added like over a dozen. Perfect example right here. Tekken 7. $6. And look at the DLC. About the same price. Actually, yeah, they've done 4 season passes, so that's about $40 on sale right now. $6 for this. I mean, look at all this you're missing out on. About a dozen characters. It's a smart move, don't get me wrong, but they should have charged more. Yeah, but the Ultimate Edition doesn't have everything. That doesn't mean anything either. You're not getting the full game. Very rare with fighting games to get everything. One example I can think of is Battle for the Grid right now, but apparently they're still supporting that game, so that's not going to stand for long, pretty much. When they put out the Ryu and Chun, they put out a pack with everything, which is really nice. It makes it a lot easier to get into that game. Because they've like doubled the roster of that game with the DLC. So if you buy that game on sale, you're getting like literally half of it. Alright, well, I think I'm done for tonight. I'm gonna get some rest. I might feel like doing some more Mania later. In terms of today's daily video, I'm gonna get that out in the morning. I did get Virgil on Pinnacle of Combat for off a free pull, so I need to do an overview for him. I'll try to get that out today. That will be the daily video. I just didn't feel like doing it tonight. I've been doing a little bit too much at once. It's been kind of... It hasn't been stressing me out, but it's been a lot to handle. So, yeah, I'll get that out. I'll probably do it in the morning when I wake up. If you guys want to see Virgil on there. I didn't get any of his legendaries, but I am very close to the pity, so... Probably when he comes back with Force Edge, because right now he only has one melee weapon. I should be able to just grab it right away and hopefully get the other stuff too. So nightmare and a half getting him, but I'm glad that part's over. Monetization in that game is really suspect. The pity system is not very good, but at the same time I got the better deal because I got him, which means that all that pity I was acquiring, I can use that towards something else, which is nice, and it doesn't expire either. So whenever he comes back with like Force Edge or Beowulf or whatever, I'll probably cash it in and try to get him. Um, Other than that, I don't really have anything to do besides usual stuff, so probably do Knights of Valor and maybe some Punishing Grey Raven. Although I'm kind of like not wanting to play that right now because of the drama with it. The drama for that game is it's mind-boggling to put it nicely. I can't believe the shit that they're trying to pull. A lot of people are they're like encouraging people to not spend on it until they make a statement. I honestly think it's pretty stupid what they're trying to pull on people. And people are getting smarter than that these days. I don't really have any attachment to that game. I played the Chinese version for a bit, but I didn't spend any money, so I don't have any investment in it besides my time, which most of it I played at my neighbor's house, which I have to be over there every day anyway. But I'm not gonna invest much time into that and no money until they make a statement. Pretty much just playing Knights of Valor right now. Pinnacle of Combat doesn't really have anything going on. But, that game does have pretty console quality content, so it probably takes a lot longer to make than your average game on that platform, where it's just like the same thing recycled, like quick little 30-second levels and stuff. That game it doesn't play like a mobile game at all. It has legit good combat. It just needs some polish and some balancing. We'll see though. Um, Probably catch you guys. Maybe I'll feel like playing in the morning. If not, after lunch. Depends on if my neighbor pays me. If my neighbor pays me, then I'm going to go to the gaming lounge because I sure as hell need a staycation. But I don't really get paid at consistent times, so I don't know. I'm kind of assuming they're not going to. So I'll probably just be around here. Yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Uh, let's see who else is playing Streets 4 right now. I'll send you guys over there. I've been addicted to watching survival streams myself, so I think, let's see who's on right now. Who's on in the Streets community? Yeah, I didn't feel like doing any runs today. I just wanted to play casually. I didn't get pissed off today at all. I just had fun playing. That was kind of the goal. Just play for a bit and chillax a bit, and then hardcore gaming will resume in the daytime. Let's see, K-Hunk's on, but he's been on for like 6 hours. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and host this Russian guy. He used to speedrun the game back in version 4, but when version 5 came out, he started playing other stuff. I don't know if he likes that they made the game easier or what, but he was a pretty competitive speedrunner last year. He's playing right now, and his stream just started like less than half an hour ago. So I'm gonna send you guys over there. I'm gonna chill in there and just get some rest. If you want to support my financial situation, meaning that I'm broke until the first and when my neighbors pay me, whichever comes first. There you go. He quit because Garcia activated the arcade when he was speedrunning? Is that really it? What? Did that really happen? I don't remember that. I used to watch his stream all the time last year. I've actually had that happen before too, but I play the game semi-casually. I actually had that happen with Shiva in beta testing, I think. I think there was one time with a Taser Garcia. He ran into the machine on level 5. Yeah, I could see that happening. Well, he's playing the game again, so I'm going to send you guys over there. If you want to support me, my link is above. It's kind of pretty tight for the next 12 days, pretty much. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and host him. I'll catch you guys later.